Welcome to the Yankees post-game report. And what a night it was in the Bronx. The Yankees all over the California Angels, 12-1. Jim Abbott gets the win, and Russ Springer takes the loss. Hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Bruce Beck. A blowout tonight in the Bronx. 5 home runs by the Yankees, including 2 by Danny Tartabull, number 17 and number 18 on the season. And Don Mattingly reaching club history with his 200th homer as a Yankee, becoming the 10th player in club history to do so. On the pitching side, fine effort tonight by Jim Abbott. He goes 8 strong innings to get the victory, and Bob Wickman in his first relief role with a solid 9th as well. Lots of highlights to share with you on this one, and it began early for the Yankees. Some Yankee fans letting their allegiance go to their head. We pick it up 1-1 in the third. Danny Tartabull drives one to right. Tim Salmon thinks he has a chance, but it's gone. A 3-run shot off of Springer. Tartabull puts the Yanks up 4-1. The very next batter, Paul O'Neill, drives one to deep dead center. Chad Curtis thinks he has a chance, but it is gone as well. Back-to-back homers. O'Neill's 13th of the year. 5-1 Yankees. In the bottom of the 6th, Mike Stanley. God, this guy does it again. It's not a grand slam tonight, just a 3-run homer off of reliever Doug Linton. He passes Tartabull for the RBI lead, and the Yanks have an 8-1 advantage. Bottom of the 7th, the hitman is back. Mattingly blasting the Yankees' third 3-run shot of the game, his 8th of the year, and it deserves a curtain call for number 200 of his career. Tartabull, next batter. The second back-to-back homer display of the night by the Yankees. Danny juices this one. The third off of Doug Linton in 2/3 of an inning. And the Yankee bashers acknowledge each other. What a performance tonight as Tartabull with 2, O'Neill with 1, Stanley with 1, and Mattingly with 1 for the Yankees en route to a 12-1 win. Our dime performer of the ball game, Danny Tartabull, who remains red hot, 2 for 3, 2 home runs, and 4 ribbies on Latin night at the stadium. Another look at that super swing by Tartabull, who is in the zone right now. So the Yankees snap a 2-game losing streak, and Michael Kay joins us when we come back on the post-game report. Post-game show brought to you by your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealers. There's only one Jeep, and it's only at your Tri-State Jeep and Eagle dealer. A big night in the Bronx. The Yankees bouncing back from 2 straight losses, 10 base hits, 12 runs, 5 dingers, and Jim Abbott going 8 strong innings. Michael Kay joins us in the studio as usual. Let's start tonight with Don Mattingly, homer number 200, and the fans really gave him an honest cheering.
And he had no idea. He had no idea that it was 200. He said that he thought he'd come into the season with 194. He said, I thought I'd passed it by already, and it was no big deal. He said, what's 200? People hit 700 home runs. He said, I really didn't realize it until I looked up at the scoreboard. They had it on the center field matrix board where it said that was Don Mattingly's 200th career home run. It was a fastball out over the middle of the plate, and he just drilled it into the lower deck. And it's apropos, Bruce, because that's the old-time Mattingly home run, just the blue dart that goes right into the lower deck. And he said it was a real nice feeling because it came as a surprise, and then it built, and then the crowd really got into it.
Speaking of the crowd, Mattingly fever has been rampant here the last couple of weeks. Every time he's at the plate, there's a buzz, the crowd gets up, and they gave him a well-deserved curtain call.
You know, I've talked to a lot of people why Mattingly is so loved in this town. You know, he's had some tough years, and everybody said, you know, Mattingly is the type of guy, he is the younger people's connection to the great moments. Here he is, he takes a curtain call, and you can see it's heartfelt because the crowd did it on its own. It wasn't prompted by any scoreboard. Started to build, and it was a crescendo. It got really loud, and then his teammates came over and shook his hand as well. But he is the connection to the great Yankees of the past. He is the person that really the young people never had, and they've rallied around him. He is the Yankee over the last 10 years, and that was a nice scenario today.
Let's move on to Jim Abbott, who pitched 8 innings tonight and picked up his 5th straight victory at the stadium, his 2nd straight win overall. He had excellent command, and he really spotted his pitch as well.
Well, he said that he had his best curveball all year. And what he did was he was featuring a slow curveball, which he had not featured for most of the season. Here's one right now. And the big deal with this is that it's a curveball and it changes planes on the hitter. Not only does it change planes, Bruce, but it also changes speed. So the guy can't sit dead red. That's what they've been doing on Abbott for most of the season. So if he can just throw that little hook, doesn't have to be that big of a break, but it changes planes where they can't look for just one angle and one speed. And I think if he could really fashion that and command it over the rest of the season, he can give them that string of victories that they're looking for from him.
You know, the key inning for Abbott in this one may very well have been the first. He was in a lot of trouble, bases loaded, no outs, and then he got that important double play.
Well, Buck Showalter said that's the key to the ball game right there, the first inning. He said because if they score a lot of runs right there, then we're fighting uphill. Here's the pitch to Tim Salmon. It's a 3-2. He gets it right in on the hands, and it's a great double play because it's not hit that hard. Gallego fields it quickly and fires at Kelly, and then Kelly makes an absolutely great pivot. He's throwing while in the air. He never even had a chance to set. And what Abbott said was, if I give up a lot of runs right there, it's a really different ball game. It's a different complexion of the ball game. He said that felt really good. He said because with this team, you feel that if you can hold them, the other team, maybe 1 or 2 runs at the stadium, the Yankees will score a lot of runs. He said, so I felt that that was the key to the ball game. Abbott said that, and so did Buck.
We move from Abbott to Bob Wickman. Before the game, we heard that Mark Hutton is coming up tomorrow, which means that Wickman is headed to the bullpen, and that's where he spent his first night as a Yankee this evening. He came on in the 9th and was really having a bulldog mentality.
Well, that's the way he is. You know, Steve Farr has always said all year that Bob Wickman has the bullpen mentality. Just goes after you right away. But the important thing today, the reason the Yankees used him, they wanted to see how long it takes him to warm up. The clock was on him. That's 7.5 minutes. Now, that's about John Habian range. People do get ready quicker. Bobby Munoz is about 17 pitches, which is extraordinary, and they think that Wickman will get quicker. They also want to see how he will bounce back tomorrow. That's why they used him in a situation that really didn't matter. Yankees had a big lead. Perfect situation to see how he warms up and tomorrow how he's going to bounce back.
There's no doubt he has the mentality of a relief pitcher. The question is, what about the control? Still, Bob Wickman doing the job in his first effort out of the bullpen. Mike, thanks as always.
Thank you, Bruce.
We'll take a short break, back with more from the stadium on a big Yankee win and on a night when Mattingly goes down to the annals of Yankee history with home run number 200. It's all over at the stadium. The Yankees over the Angels 12-1 tonight. The Yankees pulverizing California. Guests will receive a silk baseball jacket courtesy of Robert Stock. Robert Stock sand wash silk. What are you waiting for? And a Bulova watch. Make every minute count with timeless elegance and precision design. The Marine Star collection from Bulova. And the new Konica Big Mini Zoom with built-in 35 wide angle to 70mm close-up telephoto zoom lens. Plus Konica's color print film. The right film for the right shot. Promotional consideration given to the Regency Hotel, located on Park Avenue at 61st Street, offering exceptional service and accommodations. MSG Network back on the air with Yankees baseball on Saturday. Heroes of Baseball, Old Timers Day. It begins at 12 p.m. right here on MSG. Coming up next, sports interview in progress with Ann Ligori, the host, and then it's MSG Sports Desk with the Bullet Bob Page at 11. Big night for the Yankees. 2 homers for Danny Tartabull, number 17 and number 18 on the season. Paul O'Neill, deep blast to center, his 13th of the year. Don Mattingly, 200th career homer as a Yankee. Good night from the stadium.